find themselves in 6th place.
And for the Raptors, they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point. And that's how they want to keep it.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's quickly in at the point. And for the Knicks, Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the 5. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. The shot's good from Brunson.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We chatted about Scotty Barnes. In terms of the game plan, Coach told me they plan to give Scotty extra attention, saying, quote, "We'll try to make things hard on him. It's key we don't allow him to get into an early groove. We'll see if they can execute." Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Brunson, following the score by Jakob Poeltl. Brunson kicks to Hart. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Barnes. And the layup's good off the glass.
Barnes, so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Towns against Poeltl. Right side Towns. Good.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Onside Barrett. Poeltl with a screen on Bridges. Barrett wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Brunson surveying the D. He can't get that one. Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Barnes passes to Barrett. And a miss there on the triple. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brunson outside. Towns for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
And this is what makes Towns so special, that ability to hit with consistency from range.
Barrett setting a pick for Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Raptors need to get a shot up. And again, Toronto no up.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now, here's Quickly. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Poeltl dishes to Barrett. Tries again. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And the thing I love about Barrett in watching him, he plays with toughness and determination.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Towns. He has 5. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
Barnes outside. Here's Ingram. He's guarded by Anunoby. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Ingram missing.
And he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
You can't let Anunoby get those corner threes. That's his favorite shot. OG is money from there.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
There's timeout. Please give a big round.
And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Number 5, the Knicks.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Raptors trail by 4. Outside, Barrett. Acted quickly. Anunoby against Ingram. For the 3. It's rebounded by Brunson. New York with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run goal. And they pick up 2.
And the all-around game of Towns. He has scored, rebounded, as well as passed the ball. So skilled at his position.
Now, here's Quickly. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Ingram. Banked in off the glass.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. 4-point game. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
And here is Barnes after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Lets it go from the wing, and that one's good. Ingram's got 7 points.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Pass to Pirtle. Outside, Barrett. Barnes outside. Rebounded by Hart.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
And the dunk by Towns.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
And here are the Raptors now, following the score by New York. Pass to Pirtle. Now, here's Quickly. Hits it from 3-point range.
Quickly, very confident from beyond the arc, and you can see why with these kind of results.
New York leading by 4. Hart the pass to Brunson. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And I know all too well missing free throws can become contagious, and that's what happened to them.
Here's Brunson. Raptors knocking down the tray. Puts it up from 17. Barnes grabs the miss.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Ingram outside from downtown. Offensive rebound. Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Hart finds Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Brunson with another miss.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Lets it go from 11. It doesn't go for him. Knicks have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
Here's Ingram. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket from outside the arc. And Brandon Ingram gets the 3. Ingram's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Anunoby. Brunson sends a screen for Anunoby. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the Raptors with the ball. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And really just a bad loss. No other way to put it. I mean, they maybe overlooked some of the bench players because those reserves got loose offensively.
Now, Hart, after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. Bridges outside. Back to Hart. From down in the low post, it goes. Hart's got his second basket.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. So New York going with almost an entire new group. Robinson's checked in for Hart. Andrew Shamet comes in for OG Anunoby. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. New York's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. To the paint. Robinson down low. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. A 3. A shot by Clarkson, no good. The Raptors shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Now, here is Robinson. And here's Clarkson. Pass to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Clarkson goes in. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Do not get in the way of Clarkson. That man wants buckets.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, the Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you.
Tons of spacing. Hallie LaForce with the report. Hey, Hallie, thanks. Here's Towns after the Raptors pick up 2. Good on the triple. And the Knicks lead by 1.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Into the lane. Here's Walter. Oh, good with the triple. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Alvarado with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Outside Robinson. And here's Towns. Here's Alvarado. Offensive rebound. There's Shamet. A three-pointer, no good. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Jordan Clarkson.
What's up?
At the line. One shot.
Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
And it's Towns missing. Raptors trail by 4. Quickly looking it over. He can't hit that time. Towns with the defensive effort.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Towns is doubled. Clarkson on the wing. 5 points in the game. Fires from the wing. New York, no good that time either. A tight game here in New York. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The shot's good from Quickly. Quickly's got 8 points.
That's a lot of focus that time by Quickly. So good at working his way through the contact.
Pass to Shamet. Outside, Towns. Now, Alvarado. Now, here's Shamet. Some nice passing by New York here. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He has 6.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Scotty Barnes.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him early.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Quickly the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Murray bowls, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Quickly. He's got 8.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Shamet on the wing. Inside. And the dunk by Robinson.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Raptors trail by 7. Now, Quickly. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
All the way to the rim. Quickly, really aggressive that time. Really good to see him with that kind of mentality.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Barnes is checked in for the Raptors. Ingram comes in for Grady Dick. The Knicks leading by 5. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Ingram, first personal.
Mind the lane.
Second team foul.
One shot.
Jalen Brunson at the line. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Brunson. Here in the final days of the NBA regular season, Greg, every team trying to wrap things up on a high note.
Yeah, and even the top teams doing what they can to head into the postseason with some momentum, right? While lottery teams want to finish strong and have something to build off of.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Now, how about Barnes on that one? He really got up.
New York leading by 5. Brunson outside. Towns kicks to Brunson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
Defensive foul charge.
The Knicks have converted 1 and 2 free throws so far today. A different look for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson, and it's Bridges in for Jose Alvarado.
One shot.
That one falls for Brunson.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Here's Walter. 8 points his last outing. Ingram left side. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's Ingram missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Pass to Brunson. Brunson, hard finish inside.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Barnes outside. Anunoby against Ingram. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Towns. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Barnes outside. Ingram outside. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Oh, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Robinson passes to Brunson. Tries it again. And Robinson with the layup. Robinson's got 4 this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Time to make some noise for your Knicks.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. It's checked in for the Raptors.
Let me hear you once again.
On defense, the Knicks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Lets it go with a three. The Knicks pull it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package or he can pound it on your head.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Quickly. Quickly's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes outside. Pass to Murray Boyle. Here's Quickly. And again, no good by Toronto.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Hard kicks to Brunson. Towns the screen. Brunson the pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
52-36.
Now, here's Quickly. 10 points for him. To the middle. Here's Murray Boyle. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Murray Boyles has got his second bucket of the night. Brunson against Quickly. Here's Towns. High quality look, and he sinks it. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Impressive shot from Towns, maintaining his balance despite the contact.
Out to Ingram. Pass to Barrett. Back to Ingram. Shoots over Anunoby. Rebounded by Hart.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Back to Brunson. Bridges outside. Here's Towns. And the basket is good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
At the line.
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night. Well, he comes out and puts his toe in the water, and when he gets hot, he keeps his foot on the accelerator.
Bridges outside. Brunson finds Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And that's now 24 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Knicks lead 59-40.
Here's Walter. Still yet to score. Myrtle with a screen on Brunson. Stolen by Anunoby. Misses from short range.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Pass to Barrett. Barnes outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul. Robinson's checked in for the Knicks.
Now into the lineup for New York. Number 23, Mitchell Robinson.
New York leading by 19. Brunson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. In the corner, it's Bridges. 6 to shoot. Hart with the screen for Bridges. And here's Brunson outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ingram's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Barrett. And he banks in the layup.
Moves like that will help Barrett become a more well-rounded threat. Nice ball control.
Anunoby outside. Back to Brunson. Makes it off the glass. Brunson's got 15.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
Barnes outside. Pass to Ingram. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 5 rebounds tonight. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back over to you, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Brunson kicks to Hart. Robinson on the wing. New York moving it around. Brunson against Barrett. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Bridges against Pirtle.
Hey, yo, right here.
Ingram right side. Shoots over Anunoby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Toronto shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that one falls for Ingram. Both free throws good for Ingram. Here's Brunson. The shot missing. And so it's the New York Knicks taking a 19-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
Get ready for your pocket bite. Arena Entertainment.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, I think for the Knicks, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And fellas, bringing it back to our main matchup here. Through the first half, Karl Anthony Towns has been getting it done.
Big Cat, meow, with his paw prints all over this game. If I can shoot like him, that's 50 a game for the Diesel.
Hey, man, you did just fine. Don't worry. But your points are well taken because Town is an amazing shooter for a 7-footer now.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
And you are going to see this defense now switch things up against him, but he has the skill set to counter that.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the center position.
Well, that's two good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time.
Here's Ingram. And it's good, 2 points. And that's 20 points for Brandon Ingram.
That's solid defense. Ingram is just too long.
On the wing, Anunoby. Hart outside. Brunson with a clean look. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Shoots the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he is more than capable of hurting you from the 3-point line. Ingram knows how dangerous that shot is.
Anunoby has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 10. Ingram outside. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes outside. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got 7.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
Here's Barrett. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. And here is Hart. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Towns wide open. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Brunson against Quickly. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Towns. Rebound by the Raptors. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And here is Quickly. Drills the 3-pointer. He's got 13.
A lot of confidence that time by Quickly, showing you he can play off the ball as well.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
One shot.
So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we can do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jalen Brunson.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Barnes with it. He has 7. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Back to Barnes. Over Hart. Barnes can't get it to go. The Knicks leading by 19. It's Hart on the wing. Anunoby outside. Towns high post. Back to Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 23. Here it finds Ingram. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one goes on Anunoby.
Yeah, and the defenders just came flying in there. Ingram, though, he'll take it.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And, you know, people around the league think that Brandon Ingram actually has an even higher ceiling than we've seen. And with a few improvements to his game, he could get even better. I hope we get to see that.
Now, quickly, after Mikal Bridges missing on that last 3-pointer. Pass to Pirtle. Now, here's Barrett. And again, no good by Toronto. Hart against Barnes. Hart the pass to Brunson. To the inside. Here's Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 8th assist in the game. Barnes outside. Quickly setting the pick for Barnes. And here's Ingram from the arc. A 3-pointer is right on target. Ingram's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's really nice timing on that release that time by Ingram. He was shot ready.
Hart with a screen on Ingram. Anunoby outside. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors trail by 20. Ingram outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Bridges kicks to Towns. Anunoby passes to Hart. A 3-pointer, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Barnes finds Quickly. It's good from long range. Quickly's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Hart outside. There's the triple. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 10-footer. Count the basket. Ingram's got 29 in the game.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Anunoby kicks to Hart. This one for 3. Connects from 3-point range.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Barrett. Now Pirtle. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Quickly with a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Towns in the corner. Back to Brunson. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. And 12 points for OG Anunoby. Raptors trail by 21. Barnes dishes to Pirtle. Ingram passes to Barnes. Oh, good on the three.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a three of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Brunson with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. Towns, no luck. Raptors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, Barrett has a lot of physical gifts. He is a wing who is not bothered by taking it inside.
Pirtle with the steal. Inside. Barnes down low. Hart's there.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
Oh, my. Karl Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Raptors trail by 21. Ingram outside. Nice move. And it's good on the way in. Ingram's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 19. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 21 in the game.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Ingram setting a pick for Barrett. That three off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Pass to Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Raptors shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Ingram against Anunoby. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That is a strong finish by Ingram. Wiry strength, but he does have some power behind it.
Raptors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. Landry Shamet comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Clarkson in for Bridges. And that one falls for Ingram. The Knicks leading by 20. Pass to Shamet. Towns for 3. No good that time. And the Raptors shooting in this game, 45%. Robinson against Ingram. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Ingram's got 36.
And few guys in this league make more contested, difficult shots than Brandon Ingram. He's got so much confidence.
Robinson kicks to Towns. It's up a 3. Robinson down low. 4 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Knicks. Diawara's checked in. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. And Toronto also making a switch. Dick's checked in. And so here's Toronto. Pass to Shed. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Dick. He has yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Murray Boyle. Guarded by Robinson. That one falls.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Here's Diawara. Pass to Robinson. Plays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Knicks out front, delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Robinson. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Towns, and it's Shamet in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
That's nice work inside by Quickly. He's only 6'3", but he feels like he can score in the paint whenever he wants.
To the left wing. Towns finds Alvarado. A 3-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 18. It's Dick on the wing. He's defended by Alvarado. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Now, Quickly. Right wing. Here's Walter. Trains it from beyond the arc. Walter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Robinson up top. From deep. Traps in the tray. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Dick. And Grady Dick gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Knicks leading by 18. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Person up top, quickly covering. Here's the screen. Here's Alvarado. Misses the 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Murray Boyle. Guarded by Robinson. Pass to Murray Boyle. No good on the triple. New York has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Alvarado passes to Towns. Towns is doubled. Clarkson on the wing. Over quickly. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Raptors trail by 18. Here's Murray Boyle. Quickly, that's for 2. Drained for 2 points. Quickly's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he is racking up big numbers right now, and I just think they're going to continue to give the ball to Quickly with the night he's having.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Ingram, he's checked in for Grady Dick. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. At the top of the key, Towns. Here's Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 23 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
And here is Ingram. Hamu Kalashvili passes to Ingram. There's the screen. Crosses over and slam dunk by Ingram.
And there you're looking at a big forward with an elite handle, and that time Ingram created enough space off the dribble.
Outside Robinson, back to Brunson. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. And the three off target. Raptors trail by 16. Here's Mamu Kalashvili. Ingram with it. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Brunson, that's a two-pointer. Brunson with another miss. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And we've seen this type of effortless dominance from Ingram before, growing accustomed to carrying the load.
Now here's Brunson.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First personal foul. First team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
And he makes the first for the Knicks. Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Bridges in for Clarkson. The Raptors also with a sub. Barnes is checked in. And both free throws good for Brunson. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, past season of father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
And so it's New York with it. The Raptors getting the bucket. Outside, Towns. New York moving the ball around. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Raptors trail by 12. Pass to Ingram. Now Barnes. Back to Ingram. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, Towns. To Brunson. Over quickly. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, that's terrific balance from Brunson. He does not skip leg day.
Ingram against Anunoby. And it's Ingram missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Towns for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 39.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Barnes outside. Anunoby against Ingram. Pass to Quickly. Barnes screen on Brunson. And here's Quickly for three. Drills it from outside. Quickly's got 23.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Right in the heart of the defense. Brunson.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
Ingram outside. Barnes screen on Anunoby. And stolen by Anunoby. Towns against Barnes. Towns kicks to Brunson. He gets it in there. Brunson's got 10 points in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Here's Murray Boyd. Pass to Quickly. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Now, here's Anunoby. Robinson up top. In the corner, it's Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Bridges got himself on the board with 3 there.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Pass to Walter. Here's Murray Boyd. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
13 feet away. And it's Brunson missing. Raptors trail by 16. Quickly finds Barnes. Ingram outside. There's the pick. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 15 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Robinson a screen on Barnes. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, Bridges has been experimenting with his motion recently. But when it works, it works.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Pirtle, he's checked in for the Raptors. R.J. Barrett comes in for Walter. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. Onside, Barrett. Ingram against Anunoby. And he gets it to go.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Brandon Ingram. One shot.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. The Knicks leading by 17. Outside Bridges. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Launches it. And again, New York with the triple.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And here is Ingram after Mikal Bridges hitting the three. And the shot goes in.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Thompson against Quickly. Here's Bridges. And again, New York with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
And here is Ingram after Mikal Bridges hitting the three. Ingram outside. Barnes outside. Offline with his three. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Karl Anthony Towns.
And when he's dominant on the glass, his team benefits in so many ways. He took a lot of pressure off of his teammates tonight.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Josh Hart. Jordan Clarkson comes in for OG Anunoby. Miles McBride's checked in for Bridges. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson. And that one falls for Ingram. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Alvarado passes to Sohan. Towns down low. Towns is doubled. Some nice passing by New York here. Offensive rebound.
And there are subtleties to Big Cat's approach. Nice pump fake that time.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Karl Anthony Towns. At the line, 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
And Towns drops them both.
And one of the game's elite shooters, and Towns' sweet stroke definitely extends to the free throw line.
On the wing, Barnes. And here's Quickly for three, and the three ball is good. 26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Clarkson outside. Outside, Towns. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Towns has got 46 points.
Knicks lead.
Oh, Barrett.
108.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.